Born of Osiris, the Accursed. Hey RV family, keep it time. My name is J Morris, Review Guy, and I'm back again to bring you another video. Welcome back to my series, Track Review, the series in which I review tracks, and in this one I'm going to be going over the newly released Born of Osiris track entitled The Accursed. So Born of Osiris, the technical and progressive deathcore band that was turned into a progressive metalcore band. They've been signed to Sumerian Records for quite a while and have been kind of one of their staples for a while, as well as one of the spearheading leaders of the whole djent movement. And if you have followed the channel for a while, you will know that I am a fairly big fan of them. Born of Osiris is obviously a very polarizing band because when Jason Richardson left the band after their album The Discovery, which I believe came out in 2011, it was their kind of magnum opus in a lot of people's eyes, and one of the reasons that a lot of people were starting to get into them, with 15 tracks of pure amazing deathcore and progressive metalcore crossover appeal, and a lot of people really enjoyed that album and really enjoyed their sound up to that point. But when Jason Richardson left the band, their 2013 album Tomorrow We Die Alive came out, and it was a bit different. It had a different feel to it, it did have a different sound to it, and then finally their 2015 album Soul Sphere kind of, for a lot of people, put the nail in the coffin when it came to their sound, with them going into more of a just very kind of meat and potatoes progressive metalcore sound, a very kind of djenty oriented sound, which had been previous on previous albums, but really did feel a bit dumbed down and sometimes simplified for more of a wider audience of the sound. In 2017, they released The Eternal Reign, which was the 10-year anniversary remake of their 2007 first studio-length EP and release called The New Reign. And this was going back to more of a deathcore sound. They were recreating some of the songs that they had on that first album. And the thing about it was, it did have that glistening kind of production that was present on Soul Sphere and Tomorrow We Die Alive, as well as The Discovery, and it still had that deathcore feel, and it got a lot of people excited. So it's come out that Born of Osiris is going to be releasing 2 albums in 2019. The first of which is going to be coming out January 11th, 2019, and it's going to be called The Simulation. And I would assume that their single that they released back in July 16th, 2018, Silence the Echo, I did a track review for that. I'll go ahead and put that in the end screen if you guys want to hear my thoughts of that. They released that, and I'd assume that was the first single from it. It's not in the description or anything, but I would assume that it was the first single from that. And now here we are with The Accursed. I don't know how to feel about this one, guys. I don't know. It has good things about it. I feel like its heart is in the right place, but a lot of people are really into it, and a lot of people really aren't. And I'm somewhere kind of in the middle, and I understand both sides of the argument, because this does sound like it could have been a B-side from Soul Sphere, but the reason I like it a little bit more than some of the songs off Soul Sphere, if not the majority, is because of the heaviness aspect. It does sound a little bit heavier than what you would get on Soul Sphere, and that might come from the fact that this song sounds very produced. And that's something that I waver a bit when it comes to if I enjoy or not. But I don't think anyone can deny this has some glistening production behind it, and it's not something Born of Osiris are necessarily strangers to, but I feel like even on Silence the Echo, the production wasn't this clean. And this is Born of Osiris 101. I enjoyed Silence the Echo because it was heavier. It had some trace elements of some of their previous material, such as The Discovery and Tomorrow We Die Alive, which are my 2 favorite albums from them, not necessarily in that order, but I was really into Silence the Echo, and I was excited. But then this song came around, and I want to like it, with these like sinister electronic synth chords coming in the start, and then it just busts out into this chorus that literally sounds like Sleepwalking by Bring Me the Horizon, and these screamed vocals. That's something I did not like on Soul Sphere. These just screamy, shouted, trying to be on pitch, screamed choruses that do not feel like what people enjoy from Born of Osiris, and yet they continue to make it. But the instrumentation is still hard-hitting. It is still very djenty. This has a very djent feel. You get the electronic synth chords, and the chorus sounds very just kind of cross between progressive metalcore and just straight-up metalcore, but a lot of times in the verses, it descends into kind of a djenty feel to it, which older fans fans of Born of Osiris are definitely going to enjoy, and newer fans. But still, Born of Osiris is in my top 10 favorite bands. I really think that they are a capable band, and I'm excited to review the simulation when it comes out in January, so expect that, look forward to that, and I will definitely check out new songs that come out from them from now until then. But overall, I feel like this does feel a bit cookie cutter and a bit mundane by Born of Osiris' standards, and it feels more epic than it actually is. It feels like it should be more. It feels like it should be big, and it feels like it should be theatrical. But the over-dramatic type of instrumentation and vocals really threw a lot of people off going into Tomorrow We Die Live, but people still liked that album. Soul Sphere, it did it worse. People didn't really like it. People liked what they were doing on The Internal Reign, and I'm hoping that they go into more of a direction like that on the album, and Silence the Echo was a step in the right direction. But I'm going to be putting the song in the description below so you can go check it out and give me your thoughts of it, go listen to it, come back, all that. Like, comment, subscribe, it really does help me out a lot, it helps this series keep going, and I will talk to you guys next time. But until then, my name is J Moore, Serve You Guide. I'm signing off saying farewell.